I remember back in the day using these floppy disks for everything. School, work, these things will hold information that could just make any type of task easy. These had programs and it was great. But there were also a time where these would get infected and wreak havoc on anything that you use with it, with your school computer, your church computer. And it's just kind of interesting how the same thing that I would use to be productive would also be the same thing that I unintentionally use to wreak havoc. And I would always think about that. And recently I started thinking about how words are essentially the same thing. Words can be a virus and they can also be the cure. When you think about it like a program, words can be like the program that you use to build yourself up. You're going to do great today. You're going to accomplish great things. You're going to go through those meetings and crush it. Words have this magical power that empowers us to just do. You ever go to a gym and you hear somebody say like, no pain, no gain? You just want to push that bench up. Or if you're playing basketball and somebody says, let's go, you feel that rush, that energy, the intentionality with those words that somebody saying to you, you feel it. And it is something that is going to propel you to accomplish your goal. But then words can also be the thing that you would use against you. Like, you're not going to do well today. Like, you suck. You aren't the best. You're mediocre. How about don't show up at all? And that's the beautiful part of words. They can help you do great things. But like I said before, words can also be like a mischievous computer virus designed to tear everything down from the inside. And that's what viruses do. Viruses, worms, malware, they get on the inside. And the same thing with words. When somebody says something mean to you, when you read something that is just obscene, it gets you on the inside. You're like, what? Why did he say that? Why are they texting me this? Why are they on the phone saying those things to me? It hurts. Spider-Man's Uncle Ben, he has that saying, with great power comes great responsibility. And that's very true. I strongly believe words carry a lot of weight. I remember a couple of years ago, just all at once, seventh grade lives in my head rent free. Actually, I've been saying mortgage free. When I was in the seventh grade, I had a teacher, I think I spoke about this before, who said that I would probably be nothing and most likely be working at the Krusty Krab when I hit 18. That always it was funny. At first it was funny. It's always been kind of funny. But then as I got older, I realized that, oh man, this was an adult saying this to a kid in the seventh grade. And it took me a very long time, to forgive this person, because I had to then realize, okay, well, doing the math, she probably was straight out of college, young, immature. Nobody has it all figured out. But then I did not forget what she said. I did forgive her, but I never forgot what she said. And the thing that we have to realize is that, you say something to somebody in passing, you're at the bus stop, you're at the subway. Oh man, what a jerk. Order your sandwich faster, and then you get out of there, you go on with your day. But then that person is stuck with this spell, with this computer virus, with this toxic waste that you just spilled on them. And it took me a very long time to kind of dust it off. You never remember the good teachers. I try so hard. There's one or two teachers that I remember that always had goodwill towards me, but all the bad ones, I remember them all. I remember their first names, their last names. I remember doing online research when I graduated high school, just remembering their names. Like this person literally for no reason. I wasn't a bad kid. I wasn't, a kid who was disruptive. Just was a very curious and, creative brat. Never been disrespectful, but these people just would just with no warning, unwarranted, toxic words. And that taught me that, okay, well, our words carry so much weight that if this is bothering me till like I graduated high school so many years ago, but their words were bothering me for years. What about the words that I say to my friends? What about the words I say to my family? What about the words that I say to my wife? Like, this teacher never cared about me. These teachers never said that they loved me. These teachers have never really shown love. But what happens when the words that I say that are pretty much bad, when I say bad things to the people that I love, like that means it must cut deeper than some stranger. At least I think so. That's why I'm very, very mindful about the things that I say, because I'd hate to be the person who is infecting the ones that I say that I love. Your words are the cure and the poison. But hopefully you're doing more curing and healing than poisoning. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed this quick little podcast. Let me know what y'all think. I actually wrote this thing in a newsletter, and I also included this podcast episode with it. I figured, hey, let me just do a twofer. You get the newsletter if you want to read, and then you get the podcast if you just want to listen. And then I added a video component to it if you just wanted to see, me talking and whatnot. So I hope y'all had a great one. Let me know what y'all thought. Also, I mentioned my newsletter. Be sure to check it out. It is in the description down below. Every week, I kind of give you some AI tools that I'm using. Nothing too crazy. Things that I'm thinking about, which is like journaling, like the word thing. It kind of came about when I found this floppy disk. I found it and I'm like, oh, wow, that's so cool. Then I remembered getting a virus back in the day and having to like go on forums, right? Used to go on forums and look up solutions to removing a virus and all those other things. Then you have to get Windows and install DOS. It was good old times. It just reminds me how beautiful life can be. Like something that I did in the past is now being projected into the future, and it is now being pretty much implanted in hopefully your mind, and hopefully you can listen and appreciate this. And it's like, that's how beautiful life is. That's why I love podcasting. I love sharing ideas. Like literally, I just saw this the other day and I'm like, oh, wow, I could write a whole newsletter about this. Not just write a whole newsletter, but it just inspired me. It inspired me to share this idea that I've always had. But I gotta let you guys go. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace. Thumbs up. I said peace. Oh, peace. Whatever.